today we will talk about ego defense mechanisms. This I love as well. You learn a lot about everyone else's personality as well as yourself. So hopefully you can identify what type of ego defense mechanisms you use. You may just use one, it may be multiple. Repression, threatened of painful thoughts and feelings, buried and or excluded from your awareness. One of the most important Freudian processes to involuntarily remove something from your consciousness. Number two, denial. Sounds familiar, you guys? All of us. To close your eyes to the reality of pains and threats, excusing the thoughts, feelings, and perceptions of reality. Number three, reaction formation. Expressing the opposite emotion when confronted with a threat, ignoring your true feelings, and not reacting as you really want to. Concealing hate with love, being extremely nice when harboring negativity, or masking cruelty with kindness, killing them with kindness. So, self explanatory, like I said. Number four, projection, self deception, being lustful, aggressive, all unacceptable desires and impulses are everyone else's but me. So, pretty much putting all fault on everyone else. Everyone else is the wrongdoer but yourself. You're never wrong. So, you're just refusing to accept fault. Displacement, directing negative energy and or reactions to someone more fragile than the original person who caused the hurt, pain, or threat. For example, if I were to be working a job for 10, 15 years and unexpectedly got fired, I walk out of the job quietly and peacefully, not, causing any drama or arguments with the boss, but later on going home and letting out all that frustration on your children or your spouse. So that's displacing it. You're putting off the frustration of one event or one person to someone else completely separate. Rationalization, justifying behaviors, good or bad, to soften the blow of disappointment. So, pretty much like say reasoning with yourself why you didn't receive a raise from work. So, rather than being angry, you give yourself an excuse like, oh, I didn't really want the raise anyway. So, that would be an example of a positive one. A negative one would be um, someone you knew from high school who used to be a bully, you find out got robbed, and you tell yourself, well, he deserved it for always being a bully for all those years. Sublimation, diverting sexual or aggressive energy into admirable channels. So that you can also use in a good or a bad way. It's just substituting your feelings in a different way. So men are known for using their aggression towards sports, and it allows them to excel better in that sport because they have that aggression that they need to let out. So not only would that method keep that person out of trouble because he's using it for a greater good, but he receives praise for it. Regression. When dealing with stress, one might go back to more childish behaviors like whining and crying or hiding or even sucking their thumbs to cope with whatever it is that they're going through. So pretty much as an adult, going back to childish ways. Interjection. This can be used in a negative or a positive way. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. A killer, a teacher, a president, or a superstar. Remember, these are all defense mechanisms, so it might sound strange, but you might do it and not even realize, or you know someone that does it and don't know that there's a term for it. A lot of people might associate interjections with being empathetic. We're almost done, you guys. Two more. Identification. Considering to be part of an organization or people in hopes to be perceived as worthy. It's a developmental process that children use to learn their gender role behavior. And lastly, number 11, compensation. Hiding your weakness with more positive or desirable traits to make up for your limitations. That is all for today, but I hope if anyone has any questions or want me to go more into depth with any of these videos or any terms, please leave it down in my comment section and I will definitely do a separate video on just that specific term because literally any of those one term at a time can take, be a whole session within itself. So I can definitely go deeper, but I don't want to take you guys on a roller coaster and be here too long. If you want me to be here longer, trust me, I can talk. But I'm trying to make it a little pleasant and a smooth, quick ride for you all. Thank you for bearing with me. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.